So we're going to continue building out our face, but before we can do that, let's go back and adjust our high poly reference that we're modeling on top of. Its back faces right now are becoming a serious pain. So we're going to go into face mode and click the selection. And we're just going to paint, let me turn on symmetry, object X symmetry. And we're just going to paint out our faces that are visible. Just those faces. Then we'll do an inverse selection and we'll delete the back sides. Let's do the same thing again here. Only faces that are visible, please. The quad draw tool will get confused and it'll select those back faces and it'll make the tool much more cumbersome to use. We don't have time for that, especially when we have a quick little workflow like this. It allows us just to isolate what we're playing with. I'm not even going to get those inside nostrils. And delete. All right, so now we're actually ready to start building the lips. So before we build the lips, let's get in and combine our mesh back together. Mesh, combine, let's delete all the history. And let's make it live so our new topology snaps. I'm going to select my old quad draw topology, and now I'm going to go in and start building out our lips. Now the lips can be a little weird. That's why I like to start out with just by drawing the slit where the mouth will open. And then we can extrude out that bottom one right there. I didn't want to connect that quite yet. Let's get rid of it. And let's extrude that like so. I'm going to back away this face a little bit. All right. I'm going to make a triangle right here. And that's actually going to connect to our mouth corner. Yeah, so let's just keep building the lips up. We might have to add some extra geometry here and there. And then probably take away some geometry as well. We need to. So you saw I created some, that's not going to do a thing. I'm going to go in here now and get rid of those triangles after all. And the main thing we're just trying to do is make sure that we're still somewhat keeping our quads in check. So, for our nice edge flow. I can't seem to grab this face anymore. So we want to get a triangle right here. I'm going to grab this vert that's being a pain. And I'm going to do a little bit of my own snapping outside of quaddraw. Let's go back into quaddraw. And we'll just terminate into triangles like so. Looks like I'm going to need another span of geometry right there. So we'll go out of quaddraw and we'll just draw it in. And we're basically done with our lips. Just need to get this to act right. So anytime I need new geometry, I can get it. I can just make it. Let's add something there. Let's go with this. This goes like that. We got a triangle right here we need to deal with. So we're going to terminate into a few triangles here at the mouth. It's just the best kind of shape we can deal with right now for those corners. Just merging those to the center to make sure they work. All right. Now let's do a little bit of relaxing. Oh, looks like I got some weird geometry going on down there. All right. We're not going to worry too much about that left side. Next, let's push up that bridge ring real quick. It's supposed to come way out here anyway. Almost reaching the jawline. And I'm going to draw out the rest of my mouth rings like so. So they kind of cradle the nose area. All right. And we'll just continue all the way around the face. Connect it up to our bridge. I guess we'll build the chin while we're at it. I'm going to turn off Symmetry X. I think that's messing some things up. And we'll insert some edge loops here and there where we need them. It's a very fluid process. There we go. Now hopefully these mouth rings connect all the way down to the neck. So why don't we tackle that neck? So that's a snapshot of what we got. I'm going to go ahead and connect my mouth to the neck because it's really the neck that has the number of spans that I need. It can't really change. Remember when we counted out all those spans? It can't really. That looks pretty good. Looks like I connected it pretty easily. All right. And this could be subject to change to some tweaks in the future when we start connecting the rest of the face. But it looks pretty good from here. So now we're going to retopo the nose and get it connected as well. So this edge of rings runs right around the nose. So now we're going to finish the tip of the nose. I'm going to go in and grab these verts. They're hidden in pretty deep. And let's go back in the quad draw. I really need to position them a lot better. All right. I'm just going to kind of build this like it's its own little ring of faces so we can retain that nostril shape. If we build that nostril shape into the mesh, it'll hold that shape a lot better. I'm going to have to get a little liberal with some of these nose holes, deleting them when we need to. Oh wow, that thing is just not liking it. Let's go ahead and bring down the nose right there. We're definitely going to need some more geometry. Like so. Hopefully you're watching me at double speed right now, because this is probably like watching paint dry if you're not actually doing it. But it's like every extrusion that we make, we have to make sure that it's a smart one. Is a triangle the best way to go here? If we delete that face, then it works. But we're kind of shortchanged with some geometry right there. I just kind of love how it creates like that nice nostril shape. I can live with being shortchanged some geometry. If it becomes a problem, we can fix it a little bit later. And we'll just finish building the bottom of the nose. We'll connect it. We'll figure out how to resolve this. So we have a triangle here. I think I'm going to pop out of quad draw mode. Let's hide my Let's turn off my poly live. Let's put it on a layer so we can hide it out. And let's figure out how to do this geometry with our multi-cut tool. Will that do it? And then like that. No. Still get a weird triangle. I mean, I think I just solved it, but it's not the prettiest. Nope, that's an N-gon still. I hate triangles sometimes. Alright, so I deleted that triangle out. Let's try a multi-cut and do that little trick where we terminated it all around. Now what I got to determine is if that's good topology for deformation or not. And I don't think it is. Alright, let's approach it from another method. So I'm going to be a little tricky here. Let's get rid of that edge. And I'm going to go back into quad draw mode. Let's bring back my reference because I want to shove up my, I guess I got to make it live. I'm going to shove up this mouth ring a little bit. Kind of insert another one right here. Then I'm going to go to my multi-cut tool. And we'll just 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks good. We'll just smooth it out a little bit, not too much. Don't want to lose the shape that we've built. There we go. And that looks like to be our bottom of our nose. So I'm going to need some more geometry up this side of the face. So I'm just going to grab my multi-cut tool. I can't just add an edge loop because you can see it's going to create another span right there, and I can't create more faces because I've already counted them out. But what I can do is use the top of the head, which I call the trash land, because either hair's covering it or it just never deforms. And we'll just redirect that edge flow right on across like that. And I should be set up to finish building out the nose area right here. We'll add one more edge loop. Like so. All right. So that is the nose and the lips and the mouth. Next video, we're going to finish connecting everything together on the face, and we're going to build the cavities, and we'll finish eventually by building the ear and connecting the head to the body.